I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money.
Out of all the games that I'm currently playing in the current rotation, I'll admit Ninja Gaiden 4 right now for me is by far the most repetitive and grindy game. Why? Literally, the whole game is combat. Yeah, there's some platforming in there, but it's really an afterthought to break up combat segments. But it's literally just brutal, gory combat, combos. Every once in a while, a parry or a dodge, combos. Okay? I do feel that the pacing of the game is a little off. For example, we found these cliffs. Okay, we're on these cliffs. We have to scale the cliffs. It took like 4 in-game hours to scale the cliffs. Like, what? Why? That's way too long. At most, the cliff should have been like an hour. But no, they really drew it out. You get to the top of the cliffs, then you get thrown to the bottom of the cliffs, then you have to climb the cliffs again. Too many fucking cliffs. I'm bored of this cliff area, okay? And the way the game works, once you complete a major area, you get a new weapon. So first we started with dual swords. That was the whole first area of the game. Then we got a lance, but the lance was for the entire cliffs segment. And because of that, it took so long to beat the cliffs, it felt boring using the lance after a while. Now, we did unlock a new weapon. It's this bow staff, but also it turns into a hammer. It seems all right, but honestly, it seems like it does less damage than the lance did. So it's a little disappointing because it's like good for crowd control. But at the same time, it's kind of like, dude, you have to hit enemies a zillion times for them to die. And these are normal enemies. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be honest. The game is getting repetitive. The game's getting a little boring. I played Ninja Gaiden 2 Black earlier in the year. I actually think that was less boring. I actually think this game, maybe they tried to emulate the games of over 10 years ago. Because Ninja Gaiden, there hasn't been a new Ninja Gaiden since Ninja Gaiden 3, and that was over 10 years ago. So obviously this team is trying, can we do what the previous teams did? Well, they're trying, and I'm not saying they're doing a bad job, but it's actually getting boring and repetitive. So last night, I'm playing it, and I'm advancing. It's not like I'm stuck and I'm raging, but I'm advancing, and I'm noticing the chat's starting to get a little bit less interested. People are starting to talk less about the game. Doesn't seem to be that exciting anymore. I agree. It feels like the game's more of a slog at this point. Now, I don't know what the game's going to pick up, and there's going to be more interesting locations and more weapons and things. But right now, it's just kind of, it's so much fucking combat. It's so combat heavy. And that's all the game seems to be. It's just constantly just fucking mashing buttons and beating the shit out of stuff. And how long will that survive in a 2025 playthrough? So here's the thing. We did have a bad and slow night last night when it came to support. We didn't necessarily have a bad or slow night when it came to actual like attendance or engagement, but the support was bad. We only made like $50, you know? I made more on this podcast right now. I actually made double what I made last night during an entire gameplay stream of Ninja Gaiden 4. So again, stands to reason, times when we're hanging out and having good interactions and social fun like this versus the times when I'm on a stream like that. And, oh, by the way, we should be at 3 out of 10 goals, not 2. That's incorrect. Because, let me think about this. Because we did hit a goal for Truck Sim on Monday night. So that was goal number 1 hit, right? And then we hit 2 goals yesterday for Pokemon. We should be at 3 out of 10. I'm glad I just noticed my mistake. I certainly don't want to cheat you guys out of, out of the correct amount of support goals hit. So there you go. We fixed it. So anyway, yeah, I don't know what to do about Ninja Gaiden 4. The thing is, that was the first stream that didn't do so well. So what I'd like to do is give it another chance. And we will play Ninja Gaiden 4 again on a late stream next week, Now, if the next time we play Ninja Gaiden 4, the whole audience is complaining the game is boring and we don't get a support, I'm probably just going to drop it. All right. And that's unfortunate. But I think the thing is, maybe it's a game that's just more fun to play than to watch. The action is so nonstop. It's hard for me to interact with you guys much because it's just constant combat. But it is feeling very grindy and repetitive at this point. And we're what, like maybe a third into the game? We're at chapter 9 of 19. Okay. So if the pacing stays the same way it's been, as of now, the playthrough's around 8 hours long. So you're talking, this is going to be at least 20 hours. So it's going to be many more streams to beat it. Do I want to commit to that if people don't like it? Let's see what happens next week. All right, let's give it another shot. I don't want to be one of these, hey, the one stream that went poorly, now we cancel it. All right, but is it a one-off bad luck night or is it a pattern? Let's find out. All right, so next week we will play Ninja Gaiden 4 again. But you see the point I'm making here now. We have all those games in the rotation right now. Tomorrow is the premiere of Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection is all of the classic Mortal Kombat games in one package, including Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, Ultimate MK3, which was arguably the most competitive Mortal Kombat game ever, Mortal Kombat 4, which also was a busted mess that no one really liked. The collection also includes Mortal Kombat Trilogy, which is a game that was console exclusive, but basically it was all of the characters from the original Mortal Kombat trilogy together in one game. Kind of like how recently I played the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. Remember we had Street Fighter Anniversary Edition where it was like original Street Fighter 2 Ryu against like Hyper Fighting Bison, but you could also have like Super Turbo Balrog. So it's that same premise. Different versions of characters pitted against each other. Okay? That's how it is. So also, the game has 2 joke games. It has Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero, which infamously was a game that was awful. People hated it because they tried to turn Mortal Kombat into an action platformer, but it just controlled very poorly, and people hated the game. The hilarious part was the original plan was they were going to do more games based on each character in Mortal Kombat and do their own spin-off, but it just didn't go well. So after Mythologies, they canceled them all. It also has a game called Mortal Kombat Special Forces. This is supposed to be a game based around Jax and Sonya's Special Forces crew, who they go off to do their own mission, and it's like almost like this top-down shooter game with combat mechanics and beat-em-up stuff. So that's in there too. Eventually, I might get to those. I might give them a shot just for a laugh and to see what they are. But obviously, the major focus for me is going to be the fighting games. And so I think tomorrow what we'll do, we'll explore this collection and we'll see exactly what's available in it. And we'll maybe do like an arcade run in Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, maybe Ultimate 3. Maybe we'll check out 4. And then I want to go online and play some people, okay? Maybe I don't even care what game, any of them, right? Just to play, do some online play. So tomorrow, the entire day, first and second stream, we're going to be exploring the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. There's a lot of content in there to explore, and I'm willing to do whatever you guys want, during the course of tomorrow for the release of that game, okay? Whatever content you want covered, we'll cover in that game. Now, Friday is the Halloween Marathon. Friday, we're playing 8 different horror games. I'll be in costume. I'll be drinking booze. I have 2 kinds of booze. I have a Day of the Dead theme. It should be fun. Anyway, so all day Friday, Halloween Marathon. Great opportunity to come by, just hang out with me all day long, chill, have a good time, say hello, watch me play a horror game or 2, support the stream. I'm really hoping, honestly, that on Friday, we can get a rallying of kick support and we can actually get back some of these subs that I've lost. Because I lost a tremendous amount of subs over the 2 days that I had off. We did make a few of those back, but now the momentum has sputtered again. And now we're in a situation where we're going back down again because I'm not getting consistent sub support on Kick. So, again, if you're watching on Kick, please support the stream. Can we get our first sub of the day? Right now, can someone on Kick support the stream other than doing the blah, blah, blah kitty emote, which is very cute, or doing a moral support nonsensical contribution that doesn't count? And can we get someone on Kick to give us our first sub of the day right now? Let's go. First sub of the day. Who's going to do it right now? What's up, Filipino? How you doing? King Michael, how are you? Good to see you. See what I mean? This is what happened last night when I was playing Ninja Gaiden 4. So everyone basically was spamming either emotes or these moral support messages, and almost no one supported the stream. So that's why we had a bad night on Ninja Gaiden 4. I mean, you're watching, you're there, you're engaged, but you don't want to support. Well, then you're not going to get the things you want. Like, I was being nice yesterday when I brought back the moral support messages. I said, I'm going to do everyone on Kick a favor. Since I've gotten Kick support, I'm going to add these messages back because people are saying they want them back. Do people reciprocate? No. No, not at all. So let's do it. Right now, let's get together and let's rally. Let's get some kicks. Let's get some subs over on Kick right now. Let's get another super chat on YouTube. How about another tip? I mean, I got a giant tip. How about another tip? Or how about this? How about our first membership of the day? Because we don't have any members on YouTube right now today. Can we get our first official membership of the day on the stream? Let's rally some final support here for the podcast. I'll be honest, guys. I was going to have a story about Capcom. I just don't think we have time to do it. We went too long on the other topics, which is fine. Dominic just did a $10 super chat and says, do you follow chess? I'm heartbroken about Naroditsky. I do not follow chess. Let me put it this way. Do I know how to play chess? Kind of. I used to play it when I was young. I haven't played it regularly in 100 years. I don't follow anything about a chess community or anything that you're talking about. So I actually have no idea what you're even referencing. I think I did casually see a news article recently saying that someone who had been like a high-level chess player had passed away. Thank you so much. That's $3 of support. We're up to 123. Like I said, let's hit this goal by the end of the podcast. We're only 27 away from hitting the goal here on the stream. Let's go. Like I said, if we could get our first sub of the day or some kicks over on Kick, we'd be right there. So how about you guys stop dragging your feet? You stop spamming the blah, blah, blah emote. You stop spamming your moral support. And instead, you open your dang wallets and you support the content right now. Let's get our first support of Kick right now. Now, this very moment, not tomorrow, not later today on the late stream, not during Silk Song, not when I'm out taking a shit during my break, right now. Let's go. Okay. All right. So we have about 15, 20 minutes left on the show. Like I said, rather than cover the Capcom story, which we can cover at any time, that doesn't need to be covered now.